years ago when I had my daughter, and I worked for Land Rover as a business manager. I've never ever done makeup, never drawn an eyebrow in my life.
Yeah.
I had my daughter and I decided that I didn't want to work 60 hours a week, and I had my eyebrows tattooed, and I thought, well, she's making loads of money, so I can do that. So I went home and I said to my husband, I'm going to tattoo eyebrows. He's like, what? I said, yeah, I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna tattoo eyebrows. I had a little house. I sold my house to fund the business. And everyone was like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Like, you should just do it of an evening. Don't quit your job. And I did. I quit everything. I sold my house, and I trained initially to do microblading. I came in yesterday to clean up, and I did a little video, and I sat here and I was like, so proud of myself. Because everyone was like, oh, it'll never work. You'll never make a career out of this. It will never be any good. And it's just, look where I am.
Yeah. Amazing.
And it's just hard work and commitment. That's all it is.
Yeah. Hi guys, it's Holly here at Faces. Welcome back to the Face It podcast. This morning I'm here with the lovely Rhian from Rhian Young Permanent Makeup and Training Academy. So Rhian, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast this morning.
Welcome.
First of all, love the background, and we've decided we're going to do a mini tour of her new shop, which is very exciting because no one's ever done that on the podcast before. So we will. Yes. You can give us a little mini tour later on. But just to kick things off, do you want to just give us some insight into how it all started for you, how you got into this industry, and how you've managed to build your business to where it is today?
Sure. So I started permanent makeup 6 years ago when I had my daughter, and I worked for Land Rover as a business manager. I've never ever done makeup, never drawn an eyebrow in my life.
Yeah.
I had my daughter and I decided that I didn't want to work 60 hours a week, and I had my eyebrows tattooed, and I thought, well, she's making loads of money, so I can do that. So I went home and I said to my husband, I'm going to tattoo eyebrows. He's like, what? I said, yeah, I'm gonna quit my job and I'm going to tattoo eyebrows. I had a little house. I sold my house to fund the business. And everyone was like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Like, you should just do it of an evening. Don't quit your job. And I did. I quit everything. I sold my house, and I trained initially to do microblading. And then it just went from there. I rented a little room in a sports centre and built my business. I got straight. I mean, obviously, you know, social media is how my business has grown, and that's the only way to grow it. Yeah. And I've just literally blood, sweat and tears, lived and breathed eyebrows for the last 6 years. And now obviously I train people, have great, you know, my clients are really, really loyal. I have clients that come from all over the UK. I've got a lady that comes from China to come and get her eyebrows done.
China.
Yeah, she lives in China, so she has family in the UK, so she plans her visits back with their brow top-ups.
Oh my God, that is incredible.
Yeah, she's really lovely.
Did you find that, so was it literally you having the treatment that sparked that interest, or was it something that you'd kind of even thought about?
Me having the treatment?
Yeah,
that was it. Like, literally, I thought, I paid her £400. I was like, this is, surely anyone can do this.
Yeah.
So I went straight home, looked on the internet, and that was that. I did research, I found my trainer, and that's it. Did it. I quit my job while I was on maternity.
Oh my God, I actually love that, and it makes me want to do something crazy and impulsive like that. Like, I love what I do, but like it is mad how that like one decision
has changed my whole life.
So did
I work,
Sorry, go on.
Sorry.
No, I've just interrupted you. You go.
I was saying, like, I work 2 days a week doing treatments. I've just started tattooing, actually, like full body tattooing. So I have added an extra day, but for permanent makeup, I've always done 2 days a week. You know, I'm earning lots of money.
I absolutely love that. And you just make it sound so effortless as well. Just like, yeah, I just quit my job. obviously,
Literally,
like
my
it
mum,
does
my
take
mum was
a
like,
lot of
"What are
work.
you doing? You're crazy." I was like, "But it's just, you can't." The thing that I say to my students, this isn't a half-hearted decision. You're tattooing people's faces. Like,
Yeah.
we need to put our heart and soul into this, and we need to be 100% committed. And the people that have gone on to do really well are the ones that come here, they go home. The day they get home, they're practicing on latex. They're getting their models in straight away for their case studies. And they're just getting straight on with it and really it's really hard work. It is hard work. And there's been so many times where I've gone, I'm going to quit. I hate this. I'm not going to do it anymore. It's so stressful. But I haven't. And look where I am now.
Yeah. I love it. Amazing. So just out of interest, this is just kind of for me, because I'm genuinely interested. I've never actually asked anyone this question before.
Yeah.
Like, were you good at like art in school? Like,
No, I can't draw a stick man. So no.
Because I always think, and this is just my personal opinion, when I see people doing PMU and they look amazing, like their work's incredible, I think, oh, they must have done like an art A level, because it's like,
No.
So you literally just learned how to do it from...
Literally, I've never drawn in my life. And now I'm doing full body tattooing. Can you believe that? Like flowers, and it's just wild.
That is crazy to me. And so anyone out there who thinks that they can't do something because they aren't creative enough or don't have that...
It's a process.
Yeah.
So it's a process. And as long as we follow that process, then we'll get it done.
Yeah.
If you don't follow the process, then it'll go wrong.
Yeah, very true. So
but no, I would say it has definitely made me more creative as I've gone on, and especially the tattooing. But to do the treatment, it's not an artistic. Well, I guess you have to. I don't know. I'm not artistic, so I've never have been.
Yeah, because I see it as like artistry, because like the lines are so tiny, and but that might just be because I don't do it. But like you say, you've learned how to do it, and then you're just doing it. So it's like
exactly,
process, isn't it?
So you'll come on training, I'll show you how to do it, and it's to go home and practice that process and get that process bang on, and practicing on real people and getting it perfect. I mean, if you look at the eyebrows I did 6 years ago compared to now, I mean, it's scary, but everyone's got to start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. But also the industry's changed in that 6 years as well, hasn't it? So I think, I would say, like, I think I got mine done when I was like 20, so that'd be like 8 years ago, and not many people did it at all. It started to become like a bit of a thing back then. Whereas now you can get like, I don't even know what it's called, the tiny dots,
like powder brows.
Yeah, whereas at the time when I first got mine done,
they're like solid.
Yeah, like
I've had mine lasered off.
I need to get mine lasered off so bad, like they're horrendous. But yeah, it's obviously developed so much since then. So, and anything, you're going to get better over time, aren't you? You're not going to be an expert the first time you do a set.
Honestly, if I could show you my first set, they look like I'd stapled them on her face, and now, like, I think they're really good. But
yeah. I love that. So prior to us recording, you were talking about you actually trained into aesthetics as well. Do you want to just give us a little bit of insight into why you're not doing it anymore, and the process around the training?
Sure. Yeah, so I trained 4 years ago, I suppose, maybe a bit longer. I'd not been doing permanent makeup for very long, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll go and do this. My first training was the worst training I've ever had in my life. The lady that trained us decided that she had work to do and left me and 2 other girls injecting people's faces while she was doing her paperwork. And so obviously I complained to the company. Honestly, you can't even write it down.
With the model, so anyways, they petrified.
I think that they were regulars. So I think they were okay. And they then had us back, and I trained again with a different trainer, which were amazing. And I don't know. I was never comfortable. It's a really you either like it or you don't. And I had quite a few people like pass out, and I worked in a really small room, so I don't know whether it was just that it was just such a small room. And one lady, she really scared me, and so then I did complications training with Adam Radford, Dr. Adam. Have you heard of him?
Dr. Adam. I feel like I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah. So I trained with him to do his complications course, which was really helpful. And actually, I was all right at doing filler. I just didn't enjoy it. And I'd go home and I'd be like, oh my God, if there's a bruise, it's an occlusion. And I'd be hassling the clients all the time to make sure that they're okay. And I couldn't even sleep at night. It was so horrible. So it's like, this is not for me. And I quit.
Yeah, that's it does make sense actually, because whilst there's complications that can arise with any treatment,
yeah,
obviously that the risks are a lot potentially more serious with aesthetics, aren't they?
Yeah, it's crazy. And I think having had the complications training did really kind of enlighten it all for me as well. That the complications, whilst they are there, and you obviously have to be mindful of them, it's not something that happens very often. So if you are trained properly, it isn't the end of the world. It's not, as long as you know how to correct it as well very quickly, then I suppose it's not, it's not terrible. But for me, I just didn't enjoy it, and so it stressed me out. And financially, I wasn't making any money. What is it, 40-50 pound for a vial of filler?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
You're charging 125 pounds, and then your insurance is 1,500 pound a year.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not worth it for me.
Yeah. So just to give some kind of comparison, what kind of money, obviously you don't have to tell us what, like,
No, yeah, of course.
But,
yeah, so for eyebrows, and I charge 375 pound for a set of eyebrows.
Yeah.
And that's over 2 treatments, which is 2 hours of my time. And I would say each treatment probably cost me less than £10.
I feel like I'm in the wrong job, to be honest. Like, I feel like I should come and train and do it.
Really? I do it between £500 and £1,000 a day.
And you said you work 2 days a week, just because
2 days a week, yeah.
That's what works for you. Love that.
Exactly. And you could work, I mean, I'm booking up 12, 13 weeks in advance, which I think is average for most permanent makeup artists. Once you've built your reputation and got your client base. But, an annual top up is £150 and it's 45 minutes.
Yeah. Love that.
A lot of money. And insurance is £250 a year as opposed to £1,500 a year.
Yeah. And do you do lip blush and other SPF?
I do, yeah. So I do eyeliner and lip blush as well. So I do the whole thing. So sometimes you have someone coming in, they'll have a full face done.
So that's like over £1,000 or about
yeah.
Love that. Easy day at work. Love
easy,
that.
super easy. And you know what? Once you get into the swing of it and you get comfortable, I was joking with one of my clients yesterday. I was like, I can do eyebrows with my eyes shut. She was like, I'm checking your eyes are open.
Yeah, I'd be like, just keep those open for now.
yeah. But, I don't ever come to work and it's not work.
Yeah,
it's like a girly day out. All my lovely clients, and we just have a good chat, and yeah, it's great. It's so good.
And you've got such a vibey clinic now as well.
I know, right?
So nice. Give us a little.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Okay.
Rhian's also got a student in who's one of her new employees. I love it. So spacious.
Bobby works there. That's Beth's little section. We're going to have a sunbed room fitted at that end. That's my area, obviously with our lovely pink couches. Beth, say hello.
Hi.
And then this is the academy area. So at the moment, obviously, we only moved in about a month ago. So I'm just waiting for the couches to kind of be covered and get everything together. But yeah,
love it.
My lovely little flower wall.
So nice. Oh, you know what? I bet you 6 years ago would be so proud.
Oh my God. Do you know, I sat here yesterday. I came in yesterday to clean up, and I did a little video, and I sat here and I was so proud of myself. Because everyone was like, oh, it'll never work. You'll never make a career out of this. It'll never be any good. And it's just, look where I am.
Yeah. Amazing.
And it's just hard work and commitment. That's all it is.
Yeah. And like you say, love for the industry as well. You know, you come to work, but it doesn't feel like work.
It's not work. No, even training, you know, the students I've had are amazing. They're all really lovely, really committed. Some students, you know, have come and they've had training elsewhere. It's a whole minefield with other academies that are offering you like, oh, everyone's like, well, we must go level 4 and everything must be level 4. But then I've had a couple of students recently that have done level 4 training for microblading. One day, had a little go, and they're fully qualified. I mean, it just blows my mind. There's no aftercare. There's no, people are just getting greedy, I think.
Yeah, 100%. I completely agree. With regards to the client side of things then, because personally, I think a lot of people might be more reluctant to go into SPMU because clients aren't necessarily coming in every 3 to 6 months for their treatments. Yeah. Obviously, you know, sometimes I've not been to get my brows done in like 2 years. So, you know, I can imagine there are a lot of clients who, particularly because you just need a top up, like once a year, really, maybe even more.
Yeah.
What's worked for you in terms of building your client base? Because obviously a lot of it will have to be new business.
Yeah, it's all social media, everything. So it started obviously with Facebook. Obviously everything's moved to Instagram. I'm a complete technophobe. So I've got a really amazing social media manager, Alana from Boss Socials. Must put that in there. She's amazing.
I might be totally wrong. Is Alana the one who did that retreat over in Mallorca or something?
I don't think so.
Okay, ignore. But shout out Alana at Boss Socials?
Yeah.
You know what? There's a lot of people on groups that I'm on who are like, who does everyone use for social media? So I'll put it on the group in case anyone wants.
She's amazing, honestly. She's literally taken control of Instagram, grown my following. She's getting so much interaction on all my posts. But it's the most important thing, social media. You have to be active on it. It's the second job, isn't it? Yeah. It's not just permanent makeup or the training, it's your social media. I just haven't got time for it. I don't know how to do it, so Alana does it. But or even on my very first training course, the night I finished my first day, I was setting up my Facebook page and I was posting on there that I was doing my training and I was sharing it to all the local groups, or you know, the free for sale sites. And it is hard work, but once you get good and you build a reputation, people will go to, everyone has a style. And so I feel like people will look at someone's work and go, I don't quite like that. Or, you know, they'll find that person whose style they like, and then they'll go to that person wherever they are.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, I think it's a really good point to make, that social media is a second job. And I think a lot of people do their training and then they just sit back and hope that clients are going to walk through the door, and it's really not the case.
It just doesn't happen. You know, even when I'm advertising for modules for training, obviously I've got a following and a client base. So for me, it's pretty easy. They tend to fill up straight away. But for students, you know, they've got some, if you're not in a beauty background, you're starting from scratch, you have to build a whole new following.
Yeah.
So, and what I'd get my clients every time I had a client, I'd get a sit with them, go on their phone and invite all their friends to like my page.
Love that. Client.
You know, and then you're building the following that way as well. Also word of mouth. You know, I tattoo cancer patients' eyebrows for free. Yeah. And that brings a lot of business because they then, you know, it gets a lot of interaction on social media. Their friends see their eyebrows and then they then come along and want their eyebrows done. So it's all little things like that you can do that can build up your reputation and your following.
Yeah, really good tips there. So yeah, I've never thought of that actually. Get your clients to invite all of their mates to your page. Yeah,
it's really easy. You just
then that's essentially like 1,000 more people who are going to see your page.
Even if 10 of those people, if you've got 6 clients in a day and 10 of their friends like your page, that's 60 extra followers a day.
Yeah. Amazing. Great advice. So I think if anyone's listening, definitely do that if you haven't already, or start doing that at least.
Yes.
Just moving on to the regulation side of things for aesthetics then. So you'll know, because you're in the same industry anyway, but you'll have known sort of on social media, everyone's getting a bit stressed about the potential
Yeah.
regulations and all of that. Have you got any advice to any
Ah,
aesthetic practitioners at the moment?
learn to do permanent makeup and tiny tattoos. That's
Oh my
big
God,
business,
tiny,
massive
yeah,
business.
tiny
Yeah,
tattoos. Someone was on my podcast actually, Vicky from Tattoo Masters. She has like a tattoo
yeah.
academy. She was talking about tiny tattoos. Like, what a great thing to do.
And you know, tattooists don't want to do these little teeny tiny tattoos. They want to do big creative tattoos. So it's money for nothing, really. I'm like, I charge £40 for a small tattoo up to 2 inches. It takes about 10 minutes. And sometimes I'll have like 3 or 4 done at the same time.
Yeah. And it's just like little shapes or initials or
Yeah. Yeah, you can like get the stencils for Procreate, so you can just stencil it onto, you put it on stencil paper, so then like birth flowers and add their names in and things like that.
Yeah.
For someone even who is not artistic or a complete technophobe, it's actually really easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Amazing.
really, and it's just a great add-on to a little business. Body piercing as well. So do body piercing, that's a really good add-on because that seems to have gone really popular again. And yeah, people will come and go, oh my God, you do piercing? I'm like, yeah, oh, well, I want my nose done and my ear done. That's another £70 for like 10 minutes.
Oh my God. I feel like I've learned so much. It makes me want to literally start what you do, literally.
Come and train. Yeah, come and do it. I've got
I
some
actually
offers
might
on.
do. Guys,
So,
if none of
yeah,
you do, then I will. So
definitely come and do
see you
it.
at Rhian Young PMU New Pink Studio.
Yes.
I'll do
And you get
Holly's
lunch as
podcast
well.
live, me just like completely failing at training. No, I think that's really, really good advice. It's just, yeah, like simple things, training, piercing. I know,
Yeah.
like, yeah, they're really easy things to upsell, aren't they? You just get chatting to your client
Yeah.
and then they might, I don't know, see something in your clinic or it even comes out in conversation. And they're like, oh, well, I've just had my eyebrows tattooed. May as well get like.
Exactly. And they might have 2 or 3 piercings. They go, oh, I'll have a little tattoo while I'm here. And that's another £150.
Yeah, literally. What else do you want? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, just coming for a day out and getting loads of new stuff.
Get everything done. Yeah, so it is really good. But like in terms of the regulations, I think it's really sad that non-medics are getting such a bad deal out of all this. I mean, obviously nothing's obviously been actually kind of nailed down, has it? But have some friends that are non-medics, and I don't know. I just think that it's just it's all going a terrible way, isn't it? And people are going to end up losing a lot of money, their jobs. I know a couple of people local to here have said they're already thinking about quitting because they're too worried about what's happening. And so it's really scary.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say the best advice is, guys, like, get into semi-permanent makeup because the thing is,
Well,
you
not
got,
even permanent makeup, but you know, even if it's not permanent makeup you want to do, maybe look at tiny tattoos and body piercing and all these other things that you can still earn a really good living from.
yeah,
That if it's there just in case.
yeah, yeah,
But I
exactly.
mean, hopefully it'll work out for non-medics, and you know it'll go the way that they can carry on doing treatments, and it's not going to cost them the earth. You know, I mean, the rumours are that aren't the rumours that they're going to have a medic present while they're doing a treatment. I mean, that's just unrealistic, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's never
yeah.
going to happen.
But with regards to obviously tattooing and piercing, you guys have to have a council license, don't you?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think it's a great thing for anyone who does aesthetics to maybe get into because they'll have to go through that licensing process. So then
yes, yeah.
if the licensing does come through, which is very likely for aesthetics, you're pretty much
It's there, ready, set
yeah,
up. Yeah. And I do think the licensing side of things, it's a really good idea. The councils come around, they
yeah,
inspect, they make sure that your health and safety is up to scratch, and you actually aren't going to kill someone. So I think it's a really good idea.
yeah, 100%. And I think that should be the first thing that gets put in place anyway before this whole traffic light system.
Yes, yeah,
Because it just
definitely.
makes sense. If
And
you've got to do it for piercing and tattooing, why on earth aren't we doing it for injecting people.
Injecting faces, yeah. And the thing is as well, I think in terms of regulating the industry, it's a good idea, but regardless of what they do, there'll still be people that do it without a license, that do it using, you know, unregulated products, because they're never going to stop it, are they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those who are currently doing it aren't going to then do it.
Stop.
Yeah, exactly. If they're doing it already, they're not going to stop doing it.
Exactly.
But yeah, we'll obviously just have to see. But I think I'm hoping that this brings a lot of kind of light and ideas to people who think, do you know what?
Hopefully.
Like, there are so many other options in this industry that, you know, you've got a client base already who I'm sure would absolutely come to you for other treatments that you don't currently offer.
Yeah.
And it's just adding more skills, isn't it? And I think it's reassuring. I don't know whether it's just me who thought that, but I genuinely thought you'd have to be like good at like art or drawing
No,
to be good at.
no, definitely not.
Love
No,
that.
you don't have to be good. Like I say, you've just got to be committed.
Yeah, exactly. Committed and hard work, like you say. Yeah, absolutely. Just moving on to the Faces app then, Rhian. So I know you've used Faces for quite some time.
Yeah.
How has Faces helped with the runnings of your business, and what features of the app do you like to use?
I use it for everything. So it's the diary. I use the consent forms. I really like that, you know, when you book a client in, you can fire the consent form straight over. So it's all done and dusted before they come in for their appointment. The diary system's really good because obviously it sends them email reminders as well. And obviously taking payments, amazing. It's so good. It's got everything on it that we need. I recommend it to all my students. They will use it as well. And even for their other treatments, your Beth does eyelashes, and I'm pretty sure she uses the consent forms for that as well. So it's just everything all in one place. And you know that the consent forms are good, proper, genuine consent forms, not just kind of ones that you bought off the internet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, amazing. So
And I think it looks really professional as well, doesn't it? You know, when your clients come in and it's all in one place and they get their little email reminders and they get the consent forms through by email. You can take in the deposits and things like that. Is such a game changer.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. It does really reflect the professionalism as well on the to the client, because I know if I was getting a treatment done, and like when I'd booked in, I was instantly sent the medical form, consent form, aftercare. I'd be like, okay, this is like legit. Like, this is,
Yeah.
they want to know what
Yeah.
issues I've got, if any, or what medications I'm on, which is something
Exactly.
which should be happening before the treatment. You know, you shouldn't be getting your client to come in on the day of their treatment without even knowing what
they're
because
on, or
that
what
might be a
problems.
waste of your time. It might be a waste of their time.
Yeah.
Just finally, because we've got 3 minutes left, Rhian, we talked about you being sort of reflecting yesterday on like how far you've come and how, you know, proud you are, which is something which I encourage everyone to do. I think it's so important to take stock of how you built your business and, you know, where you were X amount of years ago. Is there any kind, other than opening your new amazing clinic, is there any kind of point in your career throughout this 6 years where a specific client or a specific time that you look back on and think like, oh my God, like I'm just so proud of that, or, you know, I feel really grateful for the success that I've brought myself into?
Yeah, so I think the actual main things for me are cancer patients, and I've lost a friend recently to cancer. I've got another friend that's just been diagnosed with cancer, and it changes their lives. And alopecia, clients of alopecia as well. As a woman, I mean, I've got a man whose eyebrows I do as well, but mainly as a woman, to lose your hair is the biggest thing ever, isn't it? And to have no eyebrows, I mean, they frame your face. And there was one lady, and every time I do a set of eyebrows for a cancer patient, we all cry. But she was just like, I just feel like me again. And I think to do that for somebody, and just, you know, for them, some people might not be able to afford to have it done. It's such a life-changing thing for them. So it's times like that really that make you go, do you know what? That's why I do my job. And even, you know, I have clients that have anxiety and they're so scared that they don't want something so permanent, and they go out of here and they're like, literally, you changed my life. And it really does, you know, give people confidence and make them feel, you know, like themselves again.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love that. I think, yes, the money's great, but I think you can't have a bad day at work when you're changing people's life like that. And
exactly.
either building their confidence or just improving the quality of life, for some
Yeah.
people as well. I think
And
that's
it sounds really silly, doesn't it? But a set of eyebrows on somebody, it does change people's lives, and it does make them feel more confident. And I think that's the most important thing, really. We're all here to just support each other and make each other feel better, right? So
yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's such a lovely end to the podcast. So Rhian, thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome. Thank
Love
you.
speaking with you. Thank you. I've loved it. Have a great day.
Thank you. And you, lovely. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.